All right, Southwest Florida, welcome back to the award-winning Lee Pitts Live. I'm Lee Pitts, the host and executive producer of Lee Pitts Live here at the Dunbar Easter Parade celebration that's taking place here, and we at the Easter Fest. The parade is taking place as we sit here, and the vendors have already started to congregate around this wonderful park here where all the activities will be taking place. Even behind us is a stage that performances will be taking place. And I want to give a shout out to the Dunbar Festival Committee and all the people who've been associated with making this happen, including the Stars Complex under the leadership of Amber Ware. Of course, Lee Pitts Live is the media sponsor, and we've been doing this for at least, to see how old this show is. We're in our 31st year, so we've been doing it for 30 years. And I hope I don't look any worse for the wear. We're so thrilled to have Stephanie House here. She's a leader in our community in many capacities. I saw her over there at the voter registration table, and I knew I had to get her on this show. Stephanie, welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
Thank you for the welcome.
And you're over there, I see, tell me what that's written on you, with the caucus, Lee County Black Democratic Caucus?
Yes, sir.
What? Don't give me the one-word answers though. But what role you play there? You hold the office?
I'm a member of the Lee County Black Caucus, and today I'm volunteering to help with voter registration.
Okay, and what's the primary purpose of the Lee County Democratic Black Caucus?
To remind people that today is an election year. Some people don't recognize that elections are still going on, and it's very important to get out the vote this year.
Okay, and to get registered to vote, huh?
Yes, sir.
And specifically when we say the Black Democratic Caucus, that's a great way to target in on the African American community. They really need to realize that their vote counts, right?
There's power in our vote, and we do have some power, and we need to choose to initiate and use the power that we have by voting.
How does one become a member of the organization?
Well, they can go online. There is a website. And if you don't know their website, it's www.leeblackcaucus.
I see it over at
blackdems.org.
You can see it from here too?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm glad I got this LASIK surgery here.
Thank you.
There's an email address there too, is leeblackdems@gmail.com. They're out here in full effect. The vendors are setting up all around here. Tell me, so far, have you been able to come to any of these Easter parades in the past?
I have, but very few, I must admit, very few. Generally, they are on Sundays, and unfortunately, my priority is being at church activities on Sunday.
Well, today is going to be thousands of people out here. I see that they're rolling out the Easter eggs for the kids. There'll be bands out here, performances, DJs. So glad that the Black Caucus has a presence here in Lee County. What are you guys doing over at your booth?
We're trying to encourage people to come and register. Not just register if you're already registered or you believe you're registered. Don't be fooled. There's been a lot going on in the past year. Your vote counts, so make sure that you are registered. Don't presume that you're going to be able to vote by mail this year. You have to be sure that you send in your registration requests to vote by mail, especially the senior citizens that always vote by mail. It doesn't always apply, and the district has changed. So make sure you know where you're voting at, because black votes do count.
There are a lot of critical local elections that will be taking place in the midterms.
Yes, sir.
You being from New York, not that just because you're from New York, but I'm sure you're watching all of these local elections, and people need to get energized around them, huh?
Oh, yes. They need to know how important they are. They need to know every vote counts. Don't presume that just because one vote doesn't matter, every vote matters.
Mm-hmm. How would you encourage people to be informed about who's on the ballot and all that kind of stuff?
You can just, if you don't know exactly who's running for office, you can Google it, pick up a newspaper, read, pay attention. Watch the local news. I watch the news at least twice a day. In the morning when I wake up, in the evening before I go to bed.
Yeah, there you go. Let me go back and get a little idea of your journey into being politically conscious of what's going on around you. How did that happen in your household as a child, your parents? Just tell me how you first became conscious of, I need to know what's going on. I need to be involved in what's going on in my local and state as it relates to politics.
Well, actually, Mr. Pitts, my parents are born and raised in North Carolina in a segregated South. But I was raised in New York, and I did 30 years in the military.
Mm-hmm.
I paid attention to what was going on in my life. My adage is, every vote counts, if not you, but who? Somebody has to speak up for those that won't speak up for themselves. Even when I say I'm not going to do it anymore, somebody told me, if not you, then who? Somebody has to be that one, like Martin Luther King said.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to be that one voice for those that remain silent.
How optimistic are you now about the next generation picking up the torch and carrying it forward? What are you seeing out there? Is the energy out there? Are you optimistic? Are you feeling like, hey, we need a lot of work to be done? People are getting too relaxed. What are you feeling?
Well, I do see, sometimes I think they're slowing down, but then I see there are those that they do need to be encouraged. They need to be pushed. They need the older generation. They need Generation X. They need somebody to push them. Let them know the struggle is not dead. There's still, some of them think that it's already been done, but there's still some more room for somebody else to continue to do it. There's still those young people out there that are trying. Come on out and encourage them.
What do you say to the people that said the struggle can't be here? We've had a black president of the United States.
That doesn't mean anything. There's room, and I see also with Judge Ketanji Jackson, I say thank God for her. But I also say my granddaughter's going to be one of the next Supreme Court justices. It's not over yet. It's time for a change. Even with the local government, there should be some caps on those terms for those people. It's time for some change.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you here. Look forward to getting back on as the process continues down this political season.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Remember, as the saying goes on this particular show, Miami has the oranges, but Fort Myers, we got the juice. We'll be right back.